Sometimes I'll be like, I can just sit here and do normal. Think about retiring this old hat, living a life on the range, living a normal life. But that ain't me. It's your boy Zelmay. Of course, I'll be that news. Like and subscribe, all that notification bell. Bringing you breaking news as you have seen. You've seen the title, you've seen the description, you've seen everything. Doja Cat. Why Doja Cat in the news? Did she do something weird again with some online weirdos? She told her truth. And this is what this debate gonna come in at, right? Doja Cat's fans are pissed after she made fun of them and said she didn't love her fans. She reportedly lost more than 180,000 Instagram followers as a result. Now, these are probably active because most people don't lose Instagram followers. You know why? Simply because most people are inactive on Instagram. You see somebody with 40 million views, they only get like 180,000 likes because most people just follow people and just forget they have Instagram or forget they even on it. It's like, oh, I want to see what these people doing randomly, then don't get on it anymore. So she lost 180,000 probably active people on her Instagram. Now, this, according to what this says, she made fun of their fans and said she didn't love them. Now, we have to break this down and see what the actual messages say before we come to a conclusion and have this discussion. My fans don't name themselves. If you can call yourself a kitten, or that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house. Now, a lot of you might agree, like you named yourself, you are, how would you say, enamored with celebrities. You are always in their life, everything they do. This, that. Oh, Doja Cat did this. Oh, Doja Cat did that. We're kidding. Everything she do, every tweet. I have to have notifications on everything Doja Cat does. And she said, if you call yourself that, you need to go get a job and help your parents with the house. Many people might feel offended by this because, of course, we're your fans. Why are you saying this to us? But if it's how she feels, it's how she feels. We're going to talk about this in the discussion because parasocial behavior and all this other stuff is a part of celebrity. And I get being tired of it, but should you do this? So this is going to be the discussion of this video, and we're going to see some of the comments she made. I want to hear you say, I do love you guys, as usual you say to your fans. That's a Doja Cat fan. You see the weird, obsessive name, in which they named themselves Doja Cat Iran. She said, I don't though, because I don't even know y'all. This is going to go into the discussion part of what we're talking about, because do they know you? Do the people that you watch activate, do they really love you? They might love what you do for them, but do they actually love you? If you wrote a letter that you were sick, would they care? That's a fair point, to be fair. This is honesty. You might say, I love what you do for me. You make me a lot of money, but I don't really love you. Is that not fair? Is that not a fair assessment? Because a lot of these actors, celebrities, they don't care about you. Love what you do. You make me money. You should be loving my art, not being obsessing over me. That's how she feels, probably. Is it right? We'll discuss in a minute. And we don't know you, but we have supported you through thick and thin. Mind you, you'd be nothing without us. By the way, this is true too. You'd be working at a grocery store making sons on a garage band, miss high school dropout. Again, she has no backup. I have degrees. I can do multiple things and stuff, and I am probably doing most of it. I have whole businesses that I run. Not the most successful businesses because I'm mostly doing this now, but I have things I do on the side. We'll see soon if something pop up. I'm just saying. But nobody forced you. I don't know why you're talking to me like you're my mother. You sound like a crazy person. This is rude. But she said nobody forced you, which is also fair. Every point here being made is fair. Your fan do want you to tell them they love them. She has a point where I don't, because I don't know you. This person has a fair point. We don't know you either, but we have supported you. And you be nothing without us, so you being this disrespectful is weird. And she's saying nobody forced you to, which is true. You can like an art, but don't like the artist. There's plenty of time. R. Kelly. R. Kelly is one of the most amazing musicians of all time. Don't mean I support what R. Kelly does. Don't mean I support old Robert, but it's a fair point. So the question comes in, are you required to love your fans? And are they required to love you back? This is an interesting concept. I'm glad this came up as her cancellation appears to be happening among her own fan base because we don't really care. But the reason I'm bringing this story up is simply because of that question. Has the internet made it applicable to feel the need to have to say I love you and to feel loved back because you support my art? In the 90s, you didn't have this problem. When I was growing up, Tupac and them could do whatever. They took pictures of him, but they never just went online. But I love you, and then you didn't have that parasocial behavior. You only can wait till they come in your town and you come see them. Now online, Now you're obsessed with their life daily. You see them all the time. You see what they tweet. You can interact like this. This would have been harder to do in the 90s unless you did an interview, which then they would have probably just, your team would have deleted the interview because this is horrible marketing. You'd never want to actually do it. This is actually terrible. You do not want to do this. I recommend you not do this. Again, it's true though. She don't love y'all. She admitted to it. She's saying it. I don't love you. And can you hate it? She's being honest. How many celebrities, like I'm saying again, how many celebrities say they love you but don't care? They don't care if you're sick, you're happy, healthy. They don't really care. I tend in this place try to care about as many people as possible, especially at the small level, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. As we grow, I'm not going to care as much because it's going to be harder to. If it's thousands of y'all in the chat, I'm going to remember the ones that were there day one. The Dunteeses, the Just Jays, the Shars, the BMTs, the people that supported the channel, the one that support the overall 99 channels, the one that supported, I'm going to remember those. Y'all was here when we was growing and grinding. You was there me when I wasn't as entertaining, when the videos wasn't as good, when the editing wasn't on point, when the lighting wasn't as good, when we didn't have freaking cool we had just regular old backgrounds and not as cool as this. I'm lying. I love that logo too. That's what we do it. But you ain't gonna keep getting the evolution of the channel. You ain't gonna see Ruby's new stuff, and you ain't gonna keep seeing mine as we continue to grow and get better at this. They ain't gonna be here. Y'all are here. So I know the ones that were there when we had 11, 14 active viewers in the chat. I remember you. But once you get 1,000, there's no way you can personally care. For instance, one day we get big, I put mod on every one of y'all. Doing tease, I see you had what you do today. Oh, I see my boy. Somebody might feel offended, but will I actually say what she said? No, that's stupid. Telling people to support you that you don't love them is insane. Because they put their trust in you in that way. Strange as it is, harsh as it is, they do. They support your career. They supported you. They stuck up for you when everybody was calling you racist in them chat. You were very racist in them little group chats doing all kind of weird stuff. Self-hate Blackberry. Again, can I hate her for being honest? That's the real question. I don't feel like I can. I can't hate her for telling us how she really feels. I can think it's stupid, moronic, the dumbest thing you could ever do. It's honest. She said, I don't really know y'all. I don't love y'all. You need to go get a job. Stop being online all day. Which is another argument that we can do another time. But I just want to know y'all thoughts. How do you feel about this? Do you respect the honesty of it because you know it's true? Or do you think she's a terrible human being and should love her fan? Because I get a certain aspect, right? And caring love is a different thing. I can love you. But again, is it loving for what you do for me? Or is it, I love you? And that's something we always think about when we're doing this. And that's why I always say, you shouldn't get parasocial with people you don't know. Because they'll end up feeling like this and they might not say. And then you'll realize, don't ever meet your idols. That's something I learned, that don't ever meet your idols. Because they might disappoint you. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Hit that notification bell. I'm not returning anytime soon. Y'all got to deal with me because I'm a dog. Peace.